All right, this week our warm-ups are around thoracic or upper back mobility. So we're gonna start with our open book stretch. So you land on your side, you hug your knees in towards your chest 90 degrees, bottom hand goes on the top knee. The top arm reaches up and over, pulling the shoulder blade and the ribs on that side toward the ground. We don't really care if the hand gets toward the ground, we're going to look for this upper back stretch. Inhale on the way open, exhale on the way closed. If there's a harder side, do a couple more on the harder side. Then we're gonna go into a stretch where we get a little bit more of the chest and shoulder involved. So you're still gonna lie on your side. This time, top leg only crunches up into the body. Top leg still held down by the bottom hand. Then we reach back for that back foot and then roll the shoulders toward the floor. If that seems like this bottom foot is too far away, you can always get a towel or a strap to go around that ankle to make it a little bit more accessible. Don't go into a cramp just to get to the stretch position. It's not worth it. And then you hold there 5 or 10 breaths, spending more time on the harder side. Then we're gonna move on to our hands and knees. And we're gonna do some rotation stretching here on the hands and knees, cupid head position. So we're gonna start with the hand right behind the back of the head and rotate the chest open, elbow up, and then rotate down, elbow to elbow. Inhale, stretch open, exhale, close. Lower body stabilized here, and the upper body gets to move. We can also try this with the hand behind the back and rotating this way. We can also do it with a full arm reach to get a little bit different experience with each of those arm positions. Again, if there's a harder side, spend more time there. The last thing we're gonna do is go to some rotations in a more vertical position, which challenges the postural stability a little bit more. So we're gonna go hands on the hips, step out, and rotate toward that front leg. We really only need to go towards that rotation if that tall kneeling step out is already pretty stable, but we already worked on that a couple weeks ago. So if you've nailed that one, then we can add rotation here. We can also go hand behind the head, rotating always toward that front leg. We can also add to the challenge here by going arms overhead. Now those challenges, those trunk rotations can be done in various positions. From the knees, it's a little bit more stable than if we were to try it standing up. If you're standing up and you keep your pelvis facing forward and rotate the upper body, requires a lot more thoracic mobility and stability in the lower half. So getting both at the same time. We can also do the same kind of thing in a lunge stance, of course, rotating toward that front leg. And then you can see the balance challenge gets a little bit more difficult. So have fun with those thoracic mobility rotations. Warm ups during this week. Let me know if you have any questions.